Hi, I'm Phil and welcome to the show. Today watching a duel from the Russian factory land, Danchez versus Agent, and we're live on Bioplant. Danchez, shaft, red armor spawn, rocket launcher. He is looking to not take a pincer shot. That's really his job here, and to just make sure that he can get on to this next red armor. And it's really interesting how he's positioned himself here, because I think he's basically saying that he isn't going to get on the red armor. Agent's going to be able to take position, and it's up to Danchez to look for some damage. He stuck his head over the ledge, he's taken a lot, he's dealt nothing. Right now, he's thinking, well, how do I not die and probably get as much damage as he can towards this Mega. Agent, of course, comes in through the lower position. Mega comes for free. Danchez, interesting use of the slope field there, actually, just to make sure that Agent can't push through that doorway and pressure the blue armor. So Danchez, kind of an awkward start, but he's making sure that he's got everything he needs to stay alive. And as long as he doesn't take damage now, he can get over towards the red. Agent, beautiful cutoff. Danchez pretty much expected that. And it's going to slow Danchez down. Agent should have time to get onto this red and get off it for free. Danchez is going to come and look for some exit damage, but he probably won't make any. And yeah, Agent is totally gone. Really solid play from Agent here. You know, he knew exactly what to capitalize on from how Danchez played that start. And Danchez actually going to be making the lift jump up to the top, committing a lot to this fight right now. Maybe thinking that even if he fights and dies, he gets some damage down. And I don't think the damage that he got is anything to write home about. Agent is still going to have a decent stack here. But maybe thinking he's going to respawn on this red armor. And actually not respawning towards it, probably a little bit early for that. He might be able to get both blues. And, you know, pincer as well. So yeah, so his stack isn't awful. If he can do something with this pincer, he could definitely start to, you know, contest the map. Red and Mega are quite close together. And Danchez has chipped Agent away a little bit here. He's on position at the top of the map. He's maybe committing to this Mega a little bit early, stuck in this corner. Agent knows he can keep his distance, knows he can just hit his shots, you know, gradually over time. There was no rush. And Agent, I don't know if he actually hears the spawn there and decides to leave the red. Oh, and actually, no, he rushes towards that red because it blocks spawns for Danchez off. So it forces, it seems like, I'm not 100% sure there, but it seems like Agent moved to actually block the spawns. He's going to get both Mega and red. This is an absolute disaster for Danchez, right? It feels like twice now his idea has been that even if he fights and dies, he would respawn on red side, and neither time that has happened. Danchez is in a pretty nice position to just be annoying, I guess, and he's hitting some nice shots. Beautiful pincering. And, you know, he gets a lot, he gets Agent weak, and, well, he's definitely going to respawn with more than Agent now. I like this position for Agent. He can hear where Danchez is, how he's setting up. Seems like he hears, again, sorry, we don't have game sound here, but it seems like he hears Danchez and is able to back away onto Mega. He knows that this blue isn't far away, but it's obviously a dangerous place to get caught. Probably the worst position to get caught in the whole map, right? Just that awkward little corner there. Danchez doing a good job at staying out of sight until then. He's still actually on pretty even footing, as long as, if he wants to fight at this red, he just needs to get up there without taking damage. And these trades for Danchez, I actually think are pretty good, right? He's smashed the armor of Agent. That exit rail has gone such a long way, and even though he's trading damage in return, he's ended up on the position of the map to take a blue armor and, you know, comfortably have time not only for Mega, but for the other blue armor as well. So he's going to be coming into this red pretty tanked. And depending on how fast he is, he might be able to bully Agent away. And that's exactly what we're going to see. Agent with no stack to play with. The blues have been taken. Really solid play from Danchez there. You know, he committed a lot and took a lot of shots in return. But even though he was taking the damage in return, ended up on the side of the map. And just played really strongly around the blues. I think that's probably the critical thing that happened there. So Agent, just playing chill, just playing quiet. Making sure he's picking up small armors where he can. Good position to be in here, and Agent has maintained timing on this item really, really well, you know, even though he's out of control. Danchez flies over and ends up in the bottom of the map. The slow field doesn't do much. So Agent, and this is a feature of Agent's play, right? He has a really solid sense of item timing, you know, even when he's out of control, he's able to just maintain the timing on these items really effectively. And we're pretty much going to see a tied game in terms of stack. Red and Mega are at the same time. Agent, yeah, looks for a trade, decides not to commit too heavily to it. He wouldn't really be fighting for anything there. Pokes his head towards the red. Danchez says no. Agent backs away. And we're probably just going to see, yeah, really comfortable split of these items. The thing with collecting Mega on this map is you end up in a better position for both blue armors. So if you have a choice, I would definitely say Mega is preferred. No damage coming out there for Agent, but again, I don't think it'll matter because he'll end up in this position first. So even though he's trading the items there, and I think Danchez realizes, right? Like, he's hit some damage. Agent has tried to back away towards this red, and, Agent had taken probably too much damage, just ends up diving for the red out of desperation, tries to rush for the Mega off the spawn, and gets perfectly punished by Danchez. Phenomenal lightning gun. Or shaft, even. Nice movement for Danchez here. He's going to catch Agent out. Agent, no leg to stand on at this red armor, is going to be forced to back away, and Danchez actually taking a really nice route around the map, maybe just looking for an extra pincer shot or something. It doesn't come out, but he utilizes the space around that red armor really effectively. Nice push here. Again, Agent's going to be pretty weak. Danchez is slow-filled, his own worst nightmare there. Just unable to push in and get that frag. And the back and forward, Agent baiting him around. Danchez surely has another frag in his near future. Agent's just wasted so much time though, and it is actually going to open the door for him to sneak onto red. So, one of the strong, just as we have a really critical fight there, one of the really important things I like to talk about in Arena FPS and Quake and Diabotical is the ability to just waste your opponent's time. Because if you can do that effectively and have an item brain like Agent does, you get onto these items. Now, unfortunately for Agent, Danchez knew exactly where he was going to be and hit a beautiful entrance rocket that meant that Agent just couldn't get away. He had to just commit to chancing the fight on the stairs. And there's nothing for Agent to respawn onto. He's going to have this one blue armor and that's it. Danchez's job right now is to try and cut him off looking for guns. I don't know if the lift there's a fake out, like if Agent can hear that sound cue, or if it's just kind of a redecision of where he's going. Agent looking to put some pressure down on that red armor, but there's not a lot to come out. And Danchez, yet again, it works out for him fine here because Agent was so weak. Agent again commits to a Mega that he really is going to be hotly contended. But it's interesting that Danchez rushes into that room so strongly that he ends up getting bounced to the lower position, because that's pretty much the dream for Agent, right? Danchez ends up on the bottom of the map, you're on the top. Even though you don't have stack, you have shaft, and it makes it really hard for Danchez to close that gap. I think that situation right there is scary for Danchez, and I think Agent's done a pretty good job with how he's approached it, because that's not the first time we've seen Agent stand pretty much in that spot and Danchez end up racing out of that teleporter and ending up on the bottom level. But either way, Danchez in control, and very quickly evaporating this stack lead, this frag lead even from Agent. But that's a nice rocket, okay? And it just goes to show how quickly your comfortable lead can evaporate. Now, if he hits a shot here, he's in a pretty good place, right? Because that rocket from Agent, it's not really going to mean anything important. They're just going to be even. Danchez would love to hit the pincer, and I don't think Agent has a pincer, right? But Agent just anticipates where Danchez is going to be too well. With that Mega, is going to have a huge advantage. Nice movement from Agent there. I think his exit, he takes a really sharp angle, it just makes him hard to hit. Smooth elevator jump up to the top level. Doesn't hit much, but doesn't take any damage, so it's easy living. And you can see that Danchez, it feels like he really doesn't know when that Mega is, right? He's kind of fighting at the top of the map. He seems a little bit indecisive to me. Agent slips away to collect that red. Danchez, maybe, does he not know, or does he just not want to risk getting caught at that Mega? Both I would probably lean towards it being too much of a risk, right? Especially if you don't know the exact time of that red and exactly where Agent's going to be, you don't want to just get stuck on that Mega position, because it is a bit of a death trap. And Danchez, he's just going to be clinging on for his life. He's done a good job, back and forward, trying to make sure that he doesn't just give up a frag here, because holding onto these guns is going to be, way more critical than actually having the lead right now. Alright, Mega imminent. Danchez, knows exactly where Agent wants to come from, but Agent, even though he eats that bad rocket dropping down, he's done so much to Danchez. Danchez is actually going to come and peek for this shot. This is so dangerous, right? He'll be on 1 HP if he takes any damage here, and then what would he even do? Agent knows exactly what Danchez is. Danchez commits to the fight, gets a surprising amount of damage. Agent definitely not stacked. And Danchez, He doesn't know when this mega is. Again, you can see he's really committing towards this mega, but he has read out Agent's lift jump perfectly. Agent maybe just relying on that lift jump one too many times in that situation. Danchez clutches himself out a really critical mega. That's insane. And with this blue armor as well, like getting the pincer back, he's going to have all the resources he needs. Actually coming out well ahead there with both those blues. Agent in a nice position. Danchez really just doesn't expect him there. Now Danchez, he's come up to this mega, and this time I think he actually knows the time. He's probably just listening for Agent at that red. I'm not completely sure when this game was played, but at least in the current patch and version of this map, you can actually hear your opponent take red while you're at mega. So it can be nice to just sit up there sometimes, even if it looks a bit weird from a spectator point of view. Like it's a big brain strategic play. All right, Danchez. I like this idea. He's going to hold on to what he has. Unfortunately, makes no damage on the exit, but again, it's a pretty small angle to look for. And, this mega as well is going to be a tall order if he wants to fight for it. Really nice rocket for Agent to block him out. And again, Agent has just done such a good job of anticipating where Danchez is going to be, and has hit a few really choice rockets that have that have secured items that otherwise could have been a little bit contested. But Danchez is going to keep just, running this map and holding on to the lead as desperately as he can. I think Agent just put a really weird delay onto that red. Might throw Danchez's timing off. We might see Danchez commit to the next red a little bit early. And what's also going to be important, it might be better for the next rotation. Anyway, we have some action. Agent pushes into the mega room. Danchez has committed a lot here, and Danchez's entrance rocket onto Agent is massive. Agent knows he can slip away onto this red, and actually the delay... Did he delay it? I don't know. It looked like he delayed it a bit, right? And that's going to hurt him. Critical rocket, right? Like, that red is such a trap, and if you're able to hang around there long enough to actually hit the damage on your opponent while they collect it, it goes a long way. And it's one of those things where, if you can, you want to get to red that little bit earlier to hit the damage. Now, Danchez is hitting a lot here. And this is going to open this next rotation up for him, and is a really, it could be a good opportunity to actually push in for a frag. Like, with this mega, and if Agent goes for this red, which he does, Danchez doesn't hit much on that first rocket, and Agent... Oh, if I was Danchez there, I'd be furious, right? That first rocket, if he hits... a direct there, if he hits a little bit more, you would expect to win that fight, right? He had the mega, he knew exactly where Agent was going to be standing. Just really, really fortunate for Agent, and it would be sad if Danchez lost the map off the back of that, but Agent isn't healthy, okay? Danchez, not with any exit pressure onto that red, instead just playing for the mega position, looking for the pincer. I like it, it's nice and safe. And Danchez, again, like, he's in position for blue armors. The pincer trades don't come out. Again, like, some pincer shots there could have been amazing. We're coming in, rapidly to golden frag, right? So Agent with a big armor advantage, with position on the next item, it's hard to see what Danchez is going to be able to do to win this mega. He really needs to hold on to his stack here, right? Like, he wants to stay alive, hold on to as much stack as he had. He's caught on this pillar, able to hit a direct rocket, but Agent hitting so much that kind of forces Danchez away. Agent knows the exact time of this mega. This seems really bad for Danchez. He's hitting his rails. This is literally the fight to win the game. No one's getting out of here alive. Agent 72 HP. I think he was railable there, right? Because Danchez had hit his previous rail, but Danchez dropping down low, going for that HP. Agent knew exactly where to put his rocket. What a close game. And some really weird clutch situations there, right? Like, I think Danchez definitely should have won that fight dropping down to red. He knew exactly where Agent was going to be. It was just one of those things where, like, coming upstairs, sometimes your rockets don't hit as hard as you would expect them to. So really well played by these guys. I've enjoyed a lot of the games from this Russian LAN. I hadn't watched that one, right? I kind of, like, did this live. But well played to both players. Agent has just been looking so strong at all these events so far. So yeah, thank you very much for tuning in. If you didn't watch this LAN, I recommend you go back and check out some of the VODs. It's commentated in Russian, but, they were fun games. If you have games that you want me to check out, please let me know. You can find me on Discord, or you can just leave a comment on these YouTube videos. Thank you so much. I've been Phylum, and I'll catch you next time.